Hi everyone, it's Cornisha Syrup again, your favorite woman who's also not exactly a religious person, but I am definitely on the spectrum of atheist, Christian, Muslim, and of course, the other religion that might exist. I don't know if there's other religions, but I am definitely transgender. So, there has been another dramatic update to the newest uh, per, 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 purr, the purr that was started from the cat. The cat is purring, and it is quite dramatic at this point. And I didn't even expect it to get that dramatic, but they were having a discussion over on the ledge, and their discussion had a lot to do with the newest weather report. The weather report said that there are at least two factors that are influencing this newest election, and it's which person had the new designer bags, and the other one was which one had all the printer ink that we needed for our papers in the newest election. So, if you don't know, the new election is between five people. One person is a person, the next one is a people, the other one is, you won't even believe this, but is a candidate for the election. The next one is also a person who has lots of these ideas and principles. And the last one is, of course, the one that people like the best. And well, so the one that I like, of course, and the one I'm voting for is the one who has the principles, but not exactly the ones that I want, but the ones that I was hoping for. So if you were keeping track of the election, I voted for the one that had all the ink in the printer. But then we ran out of ink in the printer in the office, and the people in the office were getting a little antsy about it, and I had to calm down all of my coworkers in the office and said that, oh, don't worry, the ink is on its way and it's going to be here in about 5 days. But if you don't see it, then you will know that you were not exactly wrong about your assumptions about how many paperworks we had. And so we had to put out our reports on the situation, and the situation really developed in a way that we didn't even imagine was possible. So a lot of people came up to me and said, we need to tell the manager of our office that it is really imperative that these people get what they need, and if they don't, we're going to be out of a job, and it would be really scary and really bad for a lot of people. So hopefully, I had to tell them that it was really hard for me to do this, but we needed to go back to our cubicles and start typing out the paperwork that's necessary for the next steps. And the people who were talking to me, they got really offended by that, because I was, of course, the one who kept track of all the paperwork that was going through the office and outside of the office and even around the office. And the biggest problem we had, of course, was the papers that were going around the office, because around the office you can't quite capture the paperwork that is important for a livelihood and a continued uh, ramification of our office space, because the office space is also being provided by our leaseholder, and the leaseholder has a lot of interests that are the same as ours. He likes collecting teapots, he likes to collect uh, cheese graters, and of course the type of um, it's a very specific type of earthworm that he likes to put on his desk, and they all always have to be alive on his desk, and he just collects them, and he has a lot of them on his desk. Now, not I don't. I like poisonous frogs, and I keep them on my desk just in case I need a poisonous frog to tell me what to do and how to get the job done, because it's the only way I can get my job done. Because if I don't have a poisonous frog telling me what to do at my workplace, then I wouldn't know what I could possibly be doing, because the people at my job don't actually know what is going on. They think they have an idea, but they don't know, because I'm the only one who knows. I'm the one that tells them, because the poisonous frogs tell me. But the problem is that this is something that is really, really problematic. I've noticed this as a office working liaison in all sorts of offices, and we have of course, a convention of office liaisons that we get together, and we have a congregation. We share ideas, and one of the biggest issues with being a office liaison to keep people enjoyed and enthusiastic about office work is that we all rely on the poisonous frog hierarchy and hive mind, and of course, as you know, due to environmental factors, the poisonous frog population has been lowering and lowering, and because they haven't been getting the right amount of treatment and sustenance and problems, like, of course, we did in our town where we lost all our sustenance. You can watch the video before about that, but suffice to say, it's taken a real toll on the morale in the office, because if the poisonous frogs are dwindling in population, and of course that would mean their hive mind is getting less and less accurate about office participation and office uh, motivation to get the work done quickly and on time and in a proper fashion, then you're going to have a lot of people who aren't going to be exactly doing the job well. And of course, a lot of people are just not, they're just falling apart. They're getting very depressed, and they don't know what to do, because our poisonous frogs are just, they're not giving me the type of magical motivation I need to keep people going and doing the thing that needs to be done. So hopefully, what we've been trying to do as a group of office liaisons is that we get together. We've noticed that if you pull apart the bread that has the most gluten in it, and you see the atomic structure of these particular pieces of bread that are very full of gluten, then you see that it has the DNA structure of these poisonous frogs, and we're trying to manufacture a new substrate that will create even more higher hive mind that can even eat more easily and more sufficiently and fluidly provide us with a almost continual amount of motivation and and creativity and goodwill within the office workplace, because we have these schematics already, and the government has, of course, we've gotten very deep and dark, uh, very sacred knowledge about these government plans to create a substrate of office working uh, DNA structures that actually are continuum. They're in a quantum continuum, and this will actually relieve us of a lot of our problems within the office, and we won't even have to keep making these office TV shows to even, which is a big part of our morale boost, is the office working TV shows. And so, if you were wondering, are we gonna, is the office working culture falling apart? Oh, no, no, don't worry. We are fully on board. We're really working together with a lot of different agencies, and we have this locked down. So if you are worried about the office morale, the poisonous frogs, and of course the substrate of the hive mind that keeps us all motivated as a society, and especially as office workers, and of course keeping the industry of office TV shows alive, well, don't worry, we have this under control. We're going to keep going, and everything's going to work out. So if you wanted to know, that's what you know, and now you know, and so don't worry about it. We have it under control. Everything's okay, and yeah, this is great.